Welcome to Let's Talk News Now. Rick Singer here along with Ella Roberts.
Hello.
It is Tuesday. We are here at Michoacan. So getting ready to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We're going to be here, well, as I say, all week long. But things, come over and join us. We're getting ready to get started now. This weekend celebration is going to be absolutely fantastic. And you're going to hear a whole lot more about it during our show. But we got to get things started with some of the news.
We have?
Okay. I wouldn't even let you take a look at even sort of the notes this morning. Because
Why?
I just want to get your whole, response to this.
Okay.
All right. You are like one of the hugest Sex in the City fans.
Yes, I am. No shame there.
All right, so
Yes.
how many episodes do you think that you've actually watched or rewatched or watched over and over again?
Wow. I don't know. I think probably collectively in the last year alone, probably about 1,000. And that's including reruns, so 1,000 times probably watched Sex and the City in the last year alone.
Well, as you know, the character of Carrie.
Yes.
Carrie. What is Carrie's last name?
Bradshaw.
Okay. And that's Jessica.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me through this. I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm not the Sex
I
and the
don't know
City
what we're
authority.
talking about, so
that's
it's
okay. That's all right.
Okay.
So anyway, and you know that in the Manhattan area, she
Yeah.
had her ever famous townhouse.
Yes, yeah, the rent-controlled place, yeah.
Right. All right. So the long and the short is this: that is a real location.
It is.
Yes.
And
And
because I remember that episode where she was in Hollywood and she got to sit on just kind of the outside of it. So.
No, it's a real place. All right. It went for sale.
Oh.
Okay.
How much?
This is last week. Now, I know you're going to want a dozen.
I.
So I contacted the realtor already for you. just one of them it sold for $9.6 million.
Oh, I love Sex in the City, but they can keep that one on stage. No, thank you very much.
Some of the other things that were going on this past week. The NFL draft. This is always a huge time. And I know that you don't fully understand the NFL draft, but
No.
basically it's American football.
Oh, right.
Okay. And this is where the college players then sign or committed to the professional teams. Okay, barring a whole lot of other things they have to go through. But that's who they sign with, and this is the whole process that's gone through. It's a really, really big deal.
Okay.
Just take my word on that.
I shall.
Here's some of the things, though, that came out of it that a lot of people just are not familiar with at all. And I think that what happens is when people hear some of these big numbers when it comes to sports and so on,
Yeah.
that they really believe that these guys are getting like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
That's what it says. So.
Well, and it is true, providing that once they sign their contract, that they then remain healthy, providing that they don't end up being put on waivers,
Okay.
providing that they can make it through training camp, providing a whole lot of other things that go on. And they do get a lot of money. But one of the things that they're finding out is that while the average amount of time that an NFL player will play the game is between 4 and 6 years.
Wow.
Okay, that's the time. And during that time period, many of them now are ending up going bankrupt.
Now that's interesting. Okay.
Right, because what ends up happening is they get such a large amount of money
Yeah.
over such a short period of time.
Okay. So they
And-
overspend, basically.
Yeah, because you think it like anything else, it's never going to end, right?
Yeah.
Now, if anything out of this last recession should have taught us anything,
Yeah, it does
It
end.
does end.
Yeah.
Everything has an
It
adjustment.
dries up just as quickly as that's pretty. Yeah. That's,
Amazing. And it's also interesting as to how much money these guys will actually put out to get themselves prepared for the draft. So oftentimes, they're starting off in debt, starting off with college debt, starting off
that's
with
true, yeah.
professional debt, if you would, and preparing for the draft. And then by the time they get all these monies and so on, I saw this thing, it was absolutely fascinating last week on how many of these players end up going bankrupt. And it's actually the majority of them end up in some serious financial
You know what?
problems.
Actually, I was thinking about the grass that they play on. It's a little random, but you know what? When I was a child, I used to think that the devil preferred potato chips, actually, because I would sit on the grass eating potato chips, and like when they would fall, obviously, because you never keep them, and they would keep disappearing. So I just thought that the devil liked, potato chips, but I realize now it's probably worms or something, in the grass. So I just thought I'd mention that.
So what you're saying to me is that what you're really concerned about is you're really concerned about the devil being under the turf of the NFL?
Well, yeah.
I can just flash
Eating potato chips.
It's artificial.
We actually have to go on a break now, but check out Let's Talk News Now for Ella Chatting, and we'll be right back with Mark Berry. And we're here at Michoacan.
That's it.
Well, we're Mexican. We're still